is joining us on the phone line. Mr. Maheskar, good to have you with us. If you could just run us through, the recent news that has come out that is talking about how, we've got reports saying that the Central Bureau of Investigation may be investigating a case against you as well as IRB. In fact, you could throw some more light about regarding that. I believe this is relating to a case and to a project in Pune.
Yeah, very good morning. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. The way the things stand, this relates to a case of a murder of an RTI activist in 2010. And in this regard, the police had, while filing the FIR, had named me in my individual capacity as one of the suspects. That was in January 2010. Post which this particular case was fully investigated, police filed a charge sheet, and we were given a clean sheet in the matter. However, not satisfied with the investigation, the brother of the deceased had requested for this case to be taken up by CBI again. Accordingly, this case was handed over to CBI, and CBI has thoroughly investigated this case again. In this regard, they had requested and called us to ask whether we will be having any problem in getting polygraph test conducted. And I have willingly given my consent that I am willing to give the polygraph test in this matter. And accordingly, I will be giving a polygraph test for the matter.
All right, fine. And does the criminal case at all, Mr. Maheskar, have any financial impact on your company?
Not at all.
All right, nothing whatsoever. And when will this polygraph test be conducted?
That they will let me know in due course of time. They had asked my consent. I have given my consent to them yesterday, and accordingly it will be conducted as and when they find it necessary.
Mr. Maheskar, you did mention that this particular case has no bearing on IRB Infra, but clearly the market seems to be extremely wary at this point in time. We've got the stock of an IRB Infra that's lost close to 7% almost. Would you categorically say that this particular investigation, whatever its outcome maybe, will have no financial implications whatsoever, or maybe implications otherwise as far as operations of the company are also concerned? Do you see any sort of impact coming through because of this case on IRB Infra?
No, I don't think so. There should be any impact.
If you could just tell us whether anyone else, Mr. Maheskar, has been called by the CBI for
the way it is, all the officers who were concerned with the land buying that we did 4 or 5 years ago, those officers were also called for questioning. They have also given their statements. I have, in my personal capacity, also given the statements. And we really have nothing to hide in this case. So we have been very categorical in consenting to the investigating agency that we are more than willing to conduct this test, and accordingly we will get it conducted.
Mr. Maheskar, one thing that comes across in the news report is that as per the Anti-Corruption Bureau, now one of the police officers, that is Andhalkar, they've issued, they are looking at a case of a disproportionate asset, and this person, his asset base is supposed to be about 1.57 crore rupees. If you could just run us through the kind of, financial costs that you had to incur when you were setting up this particular project?
No. I don't see any connection between these two things, because our buying of land has nothing to do with Mr. Andhalkar, who has been arrested. As you yourself said, he has been arrested for some disproportionate assets case. So I really don't see any connection between the two things, except for the fact that he was also one of the officers involved in the investigation of this case when the murder happened.
Right. Okay. So I take it, I take it at face value, Mr. Maheskar, absolutely what you're saying, that this disproportionate asset case may be entirely independent of the project that was undertaken. But just give us a sense of, what exactly was involved in this project. What is the project cost that we are working with right now? What stage is this particular project in as we speak?
There is no project which has been launched so far. We have bought land along the Bombay-Pune Expressway. This was bought since 2007 onwards, almost till 2009. And this is around 1,000 odd acres of land which we have bought in the company and in a specific SPV of the company. And the project is yet to take off. We haven't started any construction. The overall investment of the company in this land is around 150 crores.
Mr. Maheskar, post these polygraph tests, say there is a negative outcome. What is the next step that you are going to take as a company? And just to clarify, nobody else from your company has been called on board to take these tests, right?
At the moment, no, but there is a possibility that the other officers who were involved in the project may also have to go through the test. And we really have absolutely no problem in getting this test conducted. We have nothing to hide in it.
Many thanks, sir. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks very much, Mr. Maheskar, for joining us and clarifying that bit of news that's really driven the stock lower. In fact, currently as well, it's at the lowest point of the session. 157.40 is where IRB Infra is currently trading at. With that, let's take it right